there's going to be a lot of girls watching this, and they're going to be watching your guys' transformation. The biggest thing is to show girls out there that we're not perfect. The change starts from within. There's nothing to me that ever said, you can't do it. You know what, you should just start now. What we're doing is there's going to be a lot of girls watching this, and they're going to be watching your guys' transformation, okay? So your transformation, not only physically but also mentally, is the biggest thing that we're going through. So as we noticed, that training is not just physically, right, Stace? Mm-hmm. It definitely starts with the mind first, and that's what we're going to recap first, and that's what our article is, what we're going to read, is going into actually tuning into our mind, and that is the most powerful component on actually transforming who we truly are and what we want to get as far as our goals and things like that. Mm-hmm. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and read through the post, and I'll kind of explain a little bit more as to, perfect, thank you. Okay, so don't miss this. I'm looking to do a live case study. I need 3 dedicated girls to make it happen. So welcome 4, right? Yes, you guys are awesome. So what we're gonna get out of this, we're gonna save hundreds of dollars on a fitness program, including diet and workouts, okay? So this is actually my online program that I'm giving you guys. So as I was training clients for the last couple years, I was doing online stuff as well, and this is the program that you guys are getting. So I remapped it, reconformed it, and basically what I'm doing is now training girls all over the world, and you guys are now doing that with me at this point. Cool? Next is accountability. So because you're getting me in this small little group and getting the most passion that you'll possibly ever see me ever possess, that this is where your accountability is too. And we're seeing each other 3 times a week, so you're definitely going to be like, oh wow, like I'm going to see her again in 2 more days. You know what I mean? The next, so we're gonna have a contest, and it is a $50 Amazon card at the end. And the contest is we're going to actually write down our goals, and whoever successfully completes most of those goals at the very end of this is gonna be the winner, okay? I know there might be some people that maybe fall off, some people that stay with, so obviously I want somebody that is powerfully dedicated, super excited about this program, and to be able to get to the end so we end up giving that prize. So this is a transformation of the mind and body that I said earlier, and you're going to get tons of value. So what is required? Willing to complete a total of 15 videos of content relating to change your mind and then your body into an hourglass shape, and I'll be with you in these. So you're never alone. I'm always here, I'm always instructing this, just what I'm doing. We're going to read an article together, we're going to talk about it, we're going to open up and share with each other, and then we're going to do a fun workout, and that's it. Cool? So I'm recording 3 videos a week of your workouts and the progress. Your schedule will have to allow to fit into the time we choose. We want your true, honest testimonials of the process. Honestly, I really do. What this is going to do, it's going to help me reach out to the other girls. And so if something's not working, if you find like a little bit of a hole in it or something, be like, I wish that, maybe you would have mentioned this in there. Wow, great idea. Thank you very much for telling me that, so we can add that in there, right? And then last is be willing to have your information public. So this was huge. That's why the reason why I'm reading this is because there's going to be girls out there that are going to be following your transformation. Each one of you are very, very different. And so are all the other girls that are out there. I want this to be extremely raw. I don't want this to be, face forward, putting on a facade fake like that. Like the biggest thing is to show girls out there that we're not perfect and that we're going to overcome stuff, right? And that was my thing, is I love to show like, whoa, these were my flaws, this is what I came over, I'm a real person, and this is how we did it, right? So that's what I wanted them to see with you, as you're going to have girls that are relating to you, whether it be maybe just your build, maybe it's just your eye color and your hair, maybe it's just the way that maybe it's your job, they relate to kind of what your career is there. Whatever it is, they're going to do that. Cool? So it's important that the girls I choose understand the time, the value, and love added into this program. With love, Danita. Cool? Mm-hmm. Awesome. So thank you for giving that to me. With that, I'm going to go ahead and pass these around. So this is our first article. Yay, day 1. So you guys are the online program. Before we read this, I think it's so important to get to know who we are, right? Because some of us are like, wait, I have no idea who that is, And to be able to be in this program, you want to be able to be open and be able to feel like you're comfortable in the space that I'm providing for you, right? So I'm going to first start. I'm Danita Young. I'm 32. Am I 32? Maybe 31. Shoot, I don't know how old I am. 31 years old. And I came from Utah. And I have definitely had a few challenges in my life, and which brought me out to California, in which I am so grateful for the challenges that I've had in my life because it's made me who I am today. I love surrounding myself around people that actually have had tons of trials, because I've noticed those people that have had tons of trials and have overcome them are the strongest people I know. And I'm like, please come to me. Please come to me because I want to learn from you, right? And I have felt my life just skyrocket as I have just been changing my mind, changing my body, journal writing, and just constantly every day progressing. I never want to stop. I'm on this like road of how far can I get with just being the best I can possibly be, right? And in return, I notice that this energy is like so crazy that it rubs off onto all my clients. My clients just loved that energy, and I became so successful as a trainer, and I absolutely loved it. It was my top passion in literally just being surrounded by women that wanted to have more energy, be more positive, change their mind, change their body. And to me, when their transformations came through, that was my biggest reward. To me, I was just like, you know what, I've arrived. That was what I was here for, right? And I truly believe that each one of us here are here for a reason. We may know it and we may not know it. I definitely now know mine, but it took 30 years to find that, right? So as I'm here kind of sharing this and sharing it along with the world and just showing girls, you know, I think the biggest thing is confidence, you know, and feeling self-love. I've always talked about that, having self-love photo shoots and just feeling very, you know, on top of the world type feeling. And that's kind of how I also structure, you know, things like that. So kind of went on a tangent. I met the love of my life over here. And we have just been madly in love and started this career with each other, and I couldn't be more fortunate and so excited to be with him every day and just blossoming every day. And to be able to have that partner that you also bloom with is such a great feeling. So thank you over there. So with that, that's me, that's Danita. Obviously you're gonna get to know me tons more, so I'm just gonna stop there because you're gonna definitely know who I am, okay? And we'll go over here to Amy.
Okay. Amy Hoffreiter. I am 40. I originally from Illinois. I've been in San Diego, I guess 15 years. So I think I always start and stop things, so I'm back here with Danita because I was up with her until May and then kind of fell off for a couple months. So I want to end that habit of starting and stopping and make it more of a lifestyle change, which I think the mental aspect comes into that, of making that change. I work in mental health, so it's very difficult and stressful, and I think I have the habit of putting others above myself. So my focus is to start putting myself first and working on that.
That's awesome. I love that she shared already why she's here.
Yeah.
See me, that's honestly what I was looking for without even asking her, so thank you.
I got divorced. I was 40 pounds more than I am nowadays, and I was very unhappy. And then I was at the same time doing Zumba with Danita once a week. And somehow she inspired me so much that she doesn't even know, I think. After I got divorced, I lost 40 pounds. I started taking care of myself because before I used it always to put others in front of me. And then I started this path going to the gym and actually loving what I was doing. And then I became a new gym instructor. So nowadays I teach, I dance, which is my passion. And all started with Danita, actually. She always told me, like, you need to go, you need to be an instructor because you have the passion. And yes, it took me a while to figure, but yes, here I am. And then I ended up meeting the love of my life as well after my divorce, and I got married, and he's like my partner, my soulmate. The only thing is that he's always away because he's in the military, so I always have to cope with his absence. And with what helps me the most to cope with his absence is actually exercise, dancing, doing what I love, and focusing on that. I'm very focused, disciplined, and I'm not gonna give up until I get what I want. Which is a lot of things. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Stacy Seville. I'm 34 years old. I'm born and raised here in San Diego, and I work at Animal Hospital. It's kind of been my life since I was in 8th grade. I've always been working, doing something for other people. I was in a long relationship that ended up being really bad for 14 years, and I was about 45 pounds overweight. I've lost about 45 pounds with Danita's help. I was in a big mess when I did meet her, and I was kind of lost, and I didn't think much of myself or much of doing things, and so I've really learned to want to do more and be more motivated and really find out what my purpose is, because I've been doing my job for so long. That's all I know. So I also take care of my grandma and my mom. My grandma's 94, and my mom lives with my grandma, so I help take care of them. So it's been hard trying to find my own time and do my own thing, and so I really want to finish something. I want to get good results from something. So
Awesome. Thank you, Stacy.
Hi, I'm Sydney Schmall, and I'm 22 years old. I've been in San Diego for about a year now. And Felicia is my friend. She introduced me to Danita. And she was like working with Danita for a while, and she was like, oh, you would love it. So I've seen her progress, which has been awesome. So I'm really excited to be here. Yay. Yeah, and for me, I guess, so high school I struggled with a really bad eating disorder. I was like, I'm like normally, like 115, that's like a normal weight, but I dropped down to like 98 pounds, so like very small. And I really want to like be strong. Like I know how to get thin, but I don't know how to like be strong. So this like new program hopefully will show me how to like change my mentality to keep weight off in a healthy way and not just like jump to like easy way out. So
I love it. I honestly just think that, I'm trying to almost look for a little commonality along with this, and I'm hearing putting other people first and maybe finding a passion, but also there's so many different things too that I thought was really cool. And to me as a trainer, I loved having somebody come in and throwing me with something completely new. Like whether it be a hip issue or a knee issue or a shoulder issue, I was like, we can fix this. There's nothing to me that ever said, you can't do it. You know what, you should just stop now. Nothing ever said that to me. To me, it was just like this new, like, I want to go home and research how to fix this in this person. And to me, if I gave somebody a set of lunges and they didn't do the lunges right, to me I thought, okay, we won't do them now, but we'll eventually do them, right, Stacey?
Yeah.
So I won't do them now, but we can't ever say never. We're just eventually going to work our way up to it. And that was the coolest thing, is being able to be like, yay, I can do proper lunges now, right? So again, thanks for being here. And I think one commonality as well that we all mentioned was the mentality. And then I'm going to say this last piece and we're going to go into the article. There's so many fast phases, there's so many fads, there's so many new things on the market, right? And you always get that like umph to be like, okay, I'm going to do this, but then we fall back. So for whatever reason, that momentum and that drive and that motivation honestly comes where? It comes from within. So if we do not fix that, there's no way we're going to end up going to all those goals that we keep writing year after year to try to get to. Do you see that? So with that being said, I'm going to have you guys each read a piece of the article. So I'm going to start here with Amy. Amy can kind of read maybe like a paragraph to two or whatever. When she's done, I'll have everyone just kind of circle around and read it. In the meantime, I want you to be open to how it relates to you, and then you're just going to discuss very briefly basically what you learned from the article, or maybe what you didn't learn, or if you think it's a piece of crap article. Honestly, like I'm here for complete like honesty at this point, right? Okay, go ahead.
Day one, physical change starts with mental change. The body, like everything else in life, is a mirror of our inner thoughts and beliefs. Every cell within your body responds to every single thought you think and every word you speak. One of the biggest challenges that I see women face with their fitness journey is their fear of attention, fear that they will be someone completely different with their new body, or fear of failure. Having a better understanding of where this is coming from and asking yourself these questions. Why you feel this way, or why you feel this? Where is this coming from? And what do you have to believe to keep this belief? If you are struggling to get going on a project, having trouble finding motivation to work out and change your diet, or experiencing something that is new and uncomfortable, I know where you are coming from. Change can be scary and uncomfortable in the short term. What can best provide us with means to understand our fear? What can document our struggles, wins, relationships, and lives, clear out our minds, and serve as a canvas to which we can spill our thoughts into? Journal writing improves mental clarity and the ability to see our lives in the bigger picture. Journals also help facilitate personal growth, track your overall development, improve insight and focus, mental clarity, solve problems, and better connection with your goals, values, and emotions. So are you ready for an emotional breakthrough? Though it can be scary and uncomfortable, you will be on your path to a new and better you. And then you can ask yourself, what other belief can we create to cancel out the harmful past? What would you try if you had no fear? How does it feel to go through this breakthrough? I have had some amazing life learning lessons and transformations by keeping a journal. All of my clients have been so grateful that they did too. I find quotes inspiring, so I turn to these quotes when I need the courage to make a change. The first one, you miss 100% of the shots you never take, by Wayne Gretzky. Number 2, nobody can go back and start a new beginning, but anyone can start today and make a new ending, Marie Robinson. Number 3, sometimes good things fall apart so better things can fall together, Marilyn Monroe. Number 4, nothing diminishes anxiety faster than action, Walter Anderson. Number 5, 20 years from now you will be disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover, Mark Twain. Now it's your turn. It's time that you reap the benefits of journal writing and start putting pen to paper, vent your emotions, clear your mind, and let's begin.
Perfect. So without talking, if you have a pen or notebook, this is your time to kind of take a little moment. Maybe if there was a quote that kind of stood out to you, whatever you'd like to do, or whatever this meant to you as far as the article goes. Take about 5 minutes, and then we obviously can finish it later when you're at home. And we'll just kind of go over like maybe what you wrote and things like that. So all of you were writing for quite some time, and definitely like thoughts were going. So that was really cool. Sometimes I find when I write in a journal, sometimes I'm just sitting there. But for the most part, I would say it definitely flows. It's your time to vent. And I believe, in my personal opinion, as far as females, sometimes we just need to let it out. And, you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, if we let it out to everybody around us, sometimes it's just such a, not a good thing. You know what I mean? So I think to our journal, that was probably one of the best things I ever did. So I'm just going to share my piece as far as journal writing, and then you guys can share your piece, and then we're going to get a workout in. Cool? So I started journal writing when I was a little girl, and when I first started journal writing, it was, today I went down the street and I picked a flower, and then I kicked a rock, and then I went to my cousin's house, and then we jumped on the trampoline, and then I ate pizza, and then I got in trouble, blah, blah, blah. So it's just so funny. You go back and read something like that, you're like, this is just so stupid. But what it did, obviously it taught me at a young age to, write what my day was. I no longer write about my day. I no longer write about what I eat or anything like that. What I write about is something that to me is called a moment. When I feel that time stops, and to me I feel like that moment is right now. I'd love to write about this moment because I feel that there's something really strong as far as our energy with each other, and that this is just a very unique group, And I would write about something like this. And it just, when I feel something, when something's different, when I feel different inside, or there's something that impacted me. So these are my 2 journals, one of which is completely duct taped because it just fell apart. But this is the journal that got me through my marriage, that got me through the divorce, that brought me to California, and is my biggest healing. If I were to have a burning house, okay, the first thing I would run and grab is definitely this one, okay? This one probably, maybe not. But definitely this is probably the one thing I'm gonna be running out of the door with. Why? Because this is who I am. this is what brought me tears. This is what brought me to my knees. This is what really honestly who I am. And when you open and read these books, it's my true and honest feelings. It's my goals, everything. And it honestly was my number one friend. You'll notice your friends come and go when you go through high school or college, and do you guys still have the same friends? Maybe, maybe not, right? But this was like my friend that would listen to me anytime, anywhere, any place. And I want that to be your guys' friend as well. So I'll let you go now.
So I just kind of wrote about kind of what my goals are. So starting fresh, self-focused, placing my needs above others, valuing self, asking for what I need is a big one, and following through. And then in the article when it spoke about the fear of changing and the fear of attention, I think we actually talked about that at the gym regarding posture and things like that. So I think I have, like, where that belief comes from is I think that as women sometimes it's been perceived, and women can get so catty, that an attractive woman who carries herself confidently can be perceived as an arrogance or like they're self-righteous. So I think I worry that will be a perception that others are looking at me that way. And then just some affirmations that I am worthy and I deserve great things in life.
Awesome. So what did that article to you like? Actually, I found it. So she wrote. You could tell it. Everybody's gonna write something different. So hers were her goals. Hers were things that she's kind of bringing up, and something that would be really great for the next part is turn a page and dedicate that whole page to that one goal, that one like changing your mindset, and that would be awesome. Just to really tap into. And ask yourself those questions. Where does it come from? Where does it, is it good to get a little deeper into it, and asking yourself those questions will be awesome. Cool. Thanks for sharing.
So I wrote some things that caught my attention in the article, and also my own thoughts. So the first one is nothing diminishes anxiety faster than action, and this brought me to the next one, which is not my opinion, but what I read and what I feel in my body is anxiety and stress are accumulated energy. And there's this author that is called Osho, and he says it stresses energy to fight. So when we are stressed, we usually take pills and go to sleep, or take, which would be the opposite what we should be doing. And that's what have been helping me the whole time with my family being away, my husband being away, and me by myself here. A lot of anxiety, a lot of and before it would be eating. I would turn into eating because it would give me pleasure. Nothing more than that. Only the time I was eating, of course. But then when I changed it for exercise now. So there's not when I'm really anxious or stressed, I want to go run, and I want to go to the gym, and I want to dance, and I want to do stuff that I love, and I feel much better after. That's why I didn't gain the weight I lost also, because I think otherwise, of course, I would eat it all. Because I have tried dieting in the past, and then I have been gaining, all the time, and losing and gaining again. So the change starts from within. For sure, if you don't want to do it, it doesn't matter. Because my whole life, my dad would look at me and say, "You're fat, you need to lose weight." Even when I was a little child, there was no chocolates, nothing like that, because I would be fat. No. So my whole life was about dieting, eating the wrong things I didn't even like it. Of course, it didn't last. And then when the change came from within, when I said, I'm not happy in this body, I'm not happy with myself, I need a change. That's when it came, all that. Challenges are only psychological. I always repeat that to myself, because I put so many challenges, and I'm so many boundaries to what I want to go, and where I want to go, and what I wanted to accomplish. What would you try if you had no fear? I got that from the article, because fear is with me all the time. Fear of speaking wrong English, fear of failure, fear of being fear of so many things, like falling and not being able to get up again.
there's this quotation that I love that I always repeat it to myself in the morning. Today's a good day. I can and I will. Because otherwise I'm just locked inside the house. I'm like, I'm not leaving. I thought my destiny was to be who I was, the old me. So when I was really fat and unhappy with myself, I thought like, okay, you know what? This is gonna be me for the rest of my life. I either accept it or I'm gonna be dieting for my whole life, and I don't want to die. And then it was only excuses, of course, to not do what I really wanted to do. And the last one, every day is a new beginning. To me, this has been proven more than ever. Like with everything, every day I have so many challenges. I think you all do, but it's just so crazy being at a foreign country and English is not your language. You cannot express yourself like you do in your mother language, and everything is like a challenge since the time you step out of your house. So yes, that's it.
Awesome. I loved it, hon. Great job so far, you two. Thank you for sharing. I'm learning, by the way. I'm learning tons by you guys, so thank you.
So I wrote more about the article, and I figured I'd write more about like my own thing down, like later.
I love it.
So basically, coming straight off the article, I am scared of change, and when I am, I don't follow through and I stop with what I'm doing. And that this article has really made me realize how much I don't allow myself shots in life and things like that. All the quotes directly speak to me about all the chances that I have missed to change. I do believe that journal writing can be amazing aid in life, but I've always failed in it, and I start and I stop, and I do the same thing. I write about the stuff that doesn't really matter, like, okay, this is what I did in my day, and this is maybe a little bit of how I felt, but more about what happened, and that's not really as much, I think, important as more the goals and the challenges I do deal with each day. And then the fact that the journal writing really does, it improves clarity, and it can track my problems, solve my problems. And this is where I can figure out my true feelings finally, because I have an issue where I don't always feel my emotions, and I put them aside and I don't understand them. And I'm hoping that with this group that I can really start to do that. And my favorite quote was, I miss 100% of the shots I never take.
That was awesome. Thank you. Super awesome.
Cool. So for me, the quote that stood out the most was the Marilyn Monroe quote. So sometimes good things fall apart, so better things can fall together. I love that because my motto has always been like, everything happens for a reason. Like, I grew up learning that. My mom would say it, my grandma would say it. She would say it in Spanish. Like, it's just very like, it's like a feel-good thing for me. So that is kind of along the lines of my favorite motto. And I think that I just kind of like talked about what I might find challenging in this. I hate being judged by people. So, and a lot of like I don't go to the gym because I suck at going to the gym. Like, I feel awkward and silly, and so I like don't go. So I'll go on runs or I'll do hot yoga because those are things I've done for years, and I'm pretty okay at. So yeah, I was saying that it might be hard to feel embarrassed, but I definitely want to like do this process for me and like get strong and like learn how to, change my mindset, and I don't know, focus on me and not worry about what others are viewing or thinking. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Great job, you guys. Honestly, you know what I loved? They're all different. So great job, everyone! Yay! Yay! And honestly, I'm here for any questions as well. And honestly, you'll probably find a lot of your answers through somebody else in the group. I'm not even thinking I'm going to be the teacher in this. I think we're all teachers in this, and I look at it that way. I believe we're all students as well. And so as we're all learning from each other and constantly growing, this is going to be such a great thing, and I can already feel it. And I'm so excited you guys are here. I'm so excited you guys are on the first day, dedicated, brought all your notes, your notebooks, your pens, your waters, you're ready to go. And that just shows me full commitment. And that's really awesome to really put this time towards yourself. You're here in this moment and you should really take appreciation for that. So good job. There is so much more articles. I'm so excited to show you the rest of what the online program is. And that was the first article, and you did great. If you want to go home and kind of finish out writing what it is, I can already feel pieces of like how I can help you in areas. You know, I'm actually so excited that the next time we meet, we'll be at a gym, and I can show you some fun things in a gym setting. Today will be kind of an outdoor setting, but it'll be good to kind of show you some ideas and make you feel more comfortable with that. And also, I'm available for more questions. So we're going to go on a little run later, and if you're feeling like there's questions that come up and you just want to ask me something, let me know, or all the rest of us. I love that you're being more inquisitive and stuff that I've seen in our training. I can see that's also helping you grow. So great job, you guys. Love that you just wrote it all down. Finish it out, and we're gonna play some music and get the booty bands going. So go ahead and just tear your little thing apart. You're actually gonna keep those booty bands. If you feel that one of them is too tight, let's go ahead and talk to the group, because maybe that other person wants the one that's a little tighter. So we have level 2 and level 3 bands that I handed out. I don't think any of you are level 1, so we're gonna go right for the big dogs on our first day. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to use these chairs for our workouts today. Okay. So we're going to take a second and get all set up.
I don't want to show you a workout. I want to teach you what it is that we're doing. I'm going to show you a routine that's super simple that you can do in a backyard in front of a fireplace, right? So always getting warmed up. Why? I never want an injury. Do you want an injury? Nobody wants an injury. So it's super important that you're warmed up. Never go into something that's super strenuous. If you know the next move, go into it. There we go. We'll do 10 on each side. Thinking about your obliques, and also you're tapping into your glute medius. Yeah. Feeling it in your booties? We're making them round. Switch to the other side. Go into squats. I'm watching your knees. Not that they're doing this. Make sure you're pushing against that band, right? So that's what I'm watching out for. Give me 10. Squeeze your glutes when you come up. Shh. Get your breathing on point here. This is if you start holding your breath, you're not gonna last as long. I figured that one out the hard way.
Oh yeah. You want to pass out. Powerful.
So, exhale. All right, jumping jacks, and we're done here, so give me 20. Now when you start to feel the back of your neck getting warm, that's when you know you're warmed up. Is that heat. Beautiful. Here's what we're gonna do. It's upper body, mid body, lower body. We're all choosing, okay? I'm gonna start, she's gonna go next, 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 next. So we're gonna stay consistent. So this exercise is called a circuit, right? So here's what's easy to remember, is you can take this exercise anywhere, okay? When I go out in the park, or when I go to the gym, or behind a fireplace, I think, okay, let's make something up. Thinking about the body parts that are working, you can easily come up with something that's just like that. So what we're gonna do, total of 3 rounds, that's it. And we're just gonna stay going into a circle, okay? So I'm gonna start, okay? So knowing that these chairs are a little flimsy, okay? So don't be like going completely off balance. You're gonna go ahead and put your hands on the back right here, right on the, you know where I'm going with this. And here's my tricep routine. So what we're gonna do, bring your booty back towards the chair, good. And we're gonna go ahead and down for 8, 7. And Stacy's taken a more advanced approach, which I like. So more advanced is feet coming out, right? So if you wanna start there. Once you do 8, give me a kick and a kick, right? Then we're gonna go to 7. Here we go, stay with me, 7. Breathe. Once you get to 7, let's kick. Good, we got 6, stay with me. Good, are you burning yet? All right, what's next, 5?
My legs started out further, now they're in a 4.
just gonna keep that old lady flabby arms away, you guys. If it's getting harder, guess what? Bring those feet in a little bit behind you. That's what's gonna help. What number are we on?
3.
Good, Stacy's counting.
Oh yeah.
Woo! I'm shaking over here. We got 2. Oh. All right, be thinking of your exercise. Stacy's got abs. I'm gonna take a second and stretch my triceps out while Stacy's thinking of the ab exercise. Oh, I love it. I hope you were going there. All right, so number, or are we just going until you stop? 10? I love it.
Okay. So then what do you want to do?
Then let's kick out, and now we're on to 9. Really curve your body, almost bring your forehead to your knees, really squeeze in those abs. Are we opening? I lost count. You're gonna have to keep me on count, you guys. 8. I'm stopping in the middle, so what I'm doing is going to the side, tap, center, tap, side, tap.
How are we counting this?
It's her workout.
Okay.
She's gonna tell us what we're doing.
With 10, okay? 7, 8. 1.
This shows you can do this workout on a chair so far, right? Isn't this great? I love it.
So stay here, open. Go back.
Girls at home, you better be trying this. This is an easy workout. All you have to do is a chair. And a booty band. Booty band and a fireplace. I'm definitely feeling this. This is an adductor move, by the way. Abductor. ABD, right? Woo! Loved it. Take your band off, let's do a little stretch in your glutes. So cross that leg over, lean forward. All right, you're thinking of an arm one. So we did triceps. We can do push-ups. We can turn around on the arms. And if as long as our shoulders are over our wrists, we can do a great push-up on these. But if our shoulders are like this, pushing against it, that chair is gonna push, right? Is push up, hop up, grab, reach the chair, down. We're gonna go into a total of 8 of those. When we're done, when we're at 8, we're gonna hop out like that, go down to 7, hop out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okie dokie?
Start with 7.
So starting with, let's go 7 first, yep. All right, so push-ups. 1 push-up, hop up, grab that chair, that's 1. Beautiful, down. Hop out, push-up, up, 2. So I'm gonna walk around. Stacy, show me a modified push-up. If some of the girls at home, perfect. So what she's doing is she's bringing her foot up, still lowering her whole body. Yep, perfect. Love them. Okay, make sure you're keeping track. around and help form. Perfect. After 7, let's go 6. Beautiful push-up. Push-ups are working your core, your chest, your shoulders, biceps, triceps, you're working it all upper body. Look great. If you have a heavier chair at home, you're definitely gonna feel it a lot more in those shoulders as well. What I'm looking for too, when you do your push-ups, make sure, girls, that you're not going into a T position. Watch your elbows. You're not here. You're gonna bring them down slightly, okay? So a little bit more down to your rib cage. Beautiful, just like that. There we go. Oh, okay, now they're 100%.
What are we doing afterwards?
So you're just hopping like this and then going into the next one. Yep. That was awesome. 7 on the other side. To break it up, you're gonna do a jumping jack, squat, and we're gonna go into 6. Cool? All right, let's get that energy up. Here we go. And cross. Feeling it. What a great little routine. You guys can remember forever. 1, 1. Beautiful job. So that was a successful day 1 where I brought in 4 girls and we all sat around and discussed how to change your mind to be able to get the results into changing the rest of your life or your body or whatever goals you have. So I was super impressed by the outcome of it. I loved the difference, but also the similarities that they all carried. So hopefully there's something that you could also identify with and can also help in your journey. So follow us for the next video. It's gonna be day 2 and we're gonna do goal setting.